Alex Murdaugh, guilty as charged. Now he will spend the rest of his life in the penitentiary for what he has done. Today, we're going to take a look at what the jury members in this case have actually said and why they were persuaded to vote guilty as charged. This was a unanimous vote by all of the jury. The very first thing right off the bat, every single member who has spoken publicly, and we are talking about half of the jury so far, 6 out of 12 have spoken, all said they were surprised that he would take the witness stand, that they didn't believe half of what he said when he was on the witness stand, that he believed that he was a very good liar, but he wasn't a good enough of a liar to convince them that he was actually innocent. But they were all surprised he took the witness stand. That they all said that they agreed on was the voice that was recorded on the video by Paul. When he said that wasn't his voice, they could all hear him on the stand. Then they heard the audio, and it sounded exactly like him to them. That it was him, which placed him there moments before the actual murder itself. The next thing that they said they didn't believe was the way he was carrying on and crying when the law enforcement showed up. And he was crying uncontrollably, but talking to his brother. They didn't believe that he was actually sad that Paul and Maggie were less than 15 feet away from him, dead. Only thing he asked was twice to check on them. But in that same recording, you can hear him say that he checked on them. But he testified in court he didn't check on them. When directly questioned on that, he said he didn't, but they could hear it for themselves on the audio recording that he actually did check on them. Drug abuse and usage. They didn't buy the story of using up to 60 Oxycontin pills per day, every day, for up to 3 months leading up to the murder of Maggie and Paul. That they didn't believe that he did that much and still was able to drive a car to go see his mother, drive to the hospital to see his father, take care of business for the law firm, and additionally, on top of that, help out around the farm and at the hunting lodge. The next thing that they said that they didn't believe about his story when he took the witness stand was the timeline of events. He lied about being there in the moments before it, and then on the witness stand while being cross-examined, he admitted that he lied, that he had been there the entire time. That was the nail that for everyone, along with the voice on Paul's recording, that he actually was there. And lastly, again, lack of remorse. Every single person that has spoken out publicly did not believe he was actually remorseful for the deaths of Maggie and Paul, Papa and Roro. They didn't buy the story at all. They believed the worst thing that the defense did was put Alex on the actual stand, that he did more to damage his own credibility and damage his actual case by taking the stand. These are the major things that each and every one of the juror members said that was the reason why they convicted him of 2 counts of murder in the first degree. Additionally, when the jurors came into the jury room that day when the deliberation started, 9 voted for guilty, 2 voted for innocent, and 1 voted for I don't know, guilty, or I don't know, not guilty. They weren't sure. That was not an official vote. They just took a poll of asking each and every person in the room, do you believe him innocent or guilty, before going over any of the evidence that they had. After not even 25 minutes, the one who was not sure of guilt or innocence changed his vote to guilty. Shortly thereafter, about 10 more minutes, the two that voted for not guilty changed their vote to guilty. Alex Murdaugh will now spend the rest of his life in jail. Goodbye, Alex. Rest in peace, Maggie. Rest in peace, Paul. And to all your family members out there, including your son, Buster, it's got to be hard. And it's not going to get easy anytime soon.